Good morning, Chairman Petrie and distinguished members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity, and on behalf of AASHTO and the State Departments of Transportation, to share our views on how autonomous vehicles will shape the future of transportation. I have 3 points for you. First, the ultimate goal is the safest and most efficient transportation system imaginable, and it may be possible to achieve this goal with accident-free vehicles, vehicles that can drive themselves, and vehicles, drivers, and transportation infrastructure that safely, securely, and reliably share real-time information. Second, widespread acceptance and deployment of driverless vehicles and of interconnected vehicles and infrastructure will be challenging and evolutionary. Third, there are actions that you can take today to move forward with these technological advances and effectively prepare us for the future. First, the big picture. In reality, autonomous and interconnected vehicles, drivers, and infrastructure are a means to achieving our society's larger goals of an accident-free transportation system. Mr. Chairman, as you noted in the beginning, the safety benefits are huge, and they are enormous. You also noted that the driver was at error in most crashes. If we can take the driver out of the equation, we have the potential to reduce the severity of crashes and crash rates significantly. Some of the technology is already available, like traffic signal overrides for emergency vehicles and buses, and automatic braking that reacts more quickly than humans can. And autonomous vehicles could significantly improve the mobility for those who are permanently or temporarily disabled and our aging population. Vehicles that can communicate in real time with other vehicles, drivers, and infrastructure can enable vehicles to drive closer together, allowing the transport system to operate more efficient. Ultimately, the deployment of connected and autonomous vehicles could fundamentally change the way we design and build roads and bridges. For example, with crashless cars, the need for a 12-foot wide lane, guardrails, rumble strips, wide shoulders, and even stop signs could decrease and be replaced with the need for sensors and next-generation traffic signals. But achieving this vision will not happen overnight, which leads me to my second point. Additional research, development, testing, and evolution will be needed before there will be widespread acceptance and deployment. This will take many years. This evolution will include the deployment of many enabling technologies, ranging from sensor-based information to wireless communications between vehicles and vehicles with the infrastructure, and even technologies that we haven't even thought of yet. During this evolutionary period, we do not want to limit our options or impede further significant advances in technology. We need to be very cautious. However, we have substantial deployment challenges that must be addressed, and here's a few things to consider. The hardware investment needed to equip vehicles and to retrofit roadways with new technologies and materials will add to the substantial roadway preservation deficit we already face. Privacy concerns associated with data sharing could prove to be a significant hurdle in the development. Electronic security risks, as you noted earlier, such as viruses and hacking, could threaten the widespread acceptance. Our fleet turnover rate of vehicles is currently at about 20 years, meaning you introduce it today, it will take 20 years for the full fleet to be completely converted. Connected vehicle technology must have a secure and fast communications network to work, faster than is currently available with traditional cellular communications. The FCC has reserved 5.9 gigahertz bandwidth for this use. They are now considering sharing that use with other wireless communications providers, and we think that that needs to be done very cautiously. And lastly, there will be a range of operational challenges during this transition period when both autonomous and non-autonomous vehicles will be sharing the roadways. Finally, here are some recommendations to advance autonomous vehicle technology today. First of all, encourage NHTSA to make its decision this year on requiring vehicle technology for all new passenger vehicles. Second, protect the 5.9 gigahertz bandwidth for the connected vehicle program. Third, fund research to more fully understand the breadth of possible operating scenarios and implications that autonomous and connected vehicle technology will have. And fourth, support the continuing collaboration between the U.S. Department of Transportation, the state departments of transportation, and the global automakers and suppliers. This collaboration will be essential for the successful deployment of autonomous vehicles into the future. Finally, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to commend the committee for taking on this issue and for your leadership to make sure that our nation's transportation system continues to be the envy of the world. Thank you.